Welcome, guys, to another episode of David and Otto. Today we'll be talking about, and we'll shoot it straight over to Otto. We'll get straight into it.
Yeah, all right. So let's talk today about how to destroy the too busy excuse that a lot of people have these days because they have a million things to do and they can't commit really to the things that they really want to commit. They can't reach the goals that they want to reach just because they think they are too busy.
I just want to highlight one thing. He had the notepad out there just to make sure he didn't get it wrong. Just for anyone viewing
That's
this.
Man. we just came up with
Yes, we just came up with it. Yes, this is a topic I think everyone goes through, to be honest, is finding an excuse not to do a certain thing and then maybe moan about it or give up why they're actually not doing it and get it done. Or if they're not actually fulfilling all the jobs they have on the to-do list that per day, this will happen a lot. Do you think so as well? What's your opinion on when it comes to this thing?
Well, before we start, right, and talking about that, I just want to say cheers because
Oh yes, actually.
Because we got how many downloads of our podcast?
That actually is really important. Actually, I'm glad you caught me on that. I totally forgot to mention it. 200 downloads, and thank you for whoever's listening. If it's only half that, we're happy. It's growing. We're only doing this twice every month. Like the way it's going, we're going to get up it down the line. We're going to do podcasts with each other. Hopefully this summer, or not summer, winter here. So everything is going the right direction. And
yeah,
I'm glad like whoever's listening likes our banter. So
yeah, thank you very much, whoever is listening. Really, I appreciate that a lot. So anyway, yeah, okay. So let's just start talking. What? Yeah, tell me.
One thing. We're also going to be bringing on guests down the line as well, so stay tuned. I'm thinking of maybe some guests about NFTs and whatnot. So if you want us to have an interview with certain people, reach out, because we're open to chat to.
Yeah, it'll be awesome. Yeah, I'm actually very interested in NFTs, and that's something, a space that I would like to be more involved in.
Same.
And I know that I will. I did something last year, but obviously we can just leave that to another episode. Yeah. But yeah, that'll be very interesting. Okay, so how should we start today?
Just talk where people goes wrong, why they're doing it, and how to stop it, and how to be very productive in your day.
Yeah. Well, basically, I mean, what I'm gonna share here is, there are things that have worked for me, okay? And I will encourage anyone to probably try the things that I have tried as well, because I'm sure if you approach whatever you want to, create in life, whatever you want to achieve in life with that specific mindset that I would like to share with you guys today, I think you'll be able to achieve anything. Okay.
I'm intrigued. Tell me more.
Oh, all right.
Oh my God.
Okay. No, well, basically, I think a lot of people, right? They come up with the excuse that I'm too busy just because whatever they want to achieve is new to them. So in a way, it's kind of scary just to start creating, taking steps that obviously they are outside of their comfort zone. And right there, it's that just that idea of trying to reach something that it's outside of that comfort zone creates some sort of a friction, right, in their life. And nobody everybody has this mindset, right, these days that I just want to be happy, and that's totally fine. I'm not saying not to be happy, but the confusion is like a lot of people think like, I just want to feel in peace or happy or whatever, and because not everybody is succeeding in everything that they want to do, right? Then thinking about like getting out of the comfort zone that's gonna make them struggle a little bit more. So it's very understandable. And I'll give an example, like the fitness industry, right? In the fitness space, whoever feels that they're not fit enough, they might think, I want to lose weight, I want to bulk up, I want to do certain things. But if they have never done it in the past, even though that idea seems like, oh, this is it, like this is what I really, really want, taking the steps to actually lose weight, it's a different story. And in fact, there's a statistic that in the fitness industry we used to talk about, is that for someone to actually get in the gym and start training, that idea, when it comes up and says like, you know what, I want to lose weight, people spend around 18 months doing nothing until they finally walk into a gym and decide to join. And I'm sure that happens in everything.
I agree with that. I find, like, this is so true. You do your most work when you're uncomfortable, when you're awkward, like you feel stressed. That's when you're doing a lot of work, because the reason you're feeling so uncomfortable, because you're making progress and going the right direction. In a sense of, like, maybe you're at the beginning stage and you don't feel like you're making any progress, but you are, because you feel that uncomfortable. You are making progress because you're out your comfort zone. So that alone, you're making progress. And the more you do it, every block you go up, or every level you go up, whatever way you want to call it, you will feel discomfortable. You're like, I feel like I want to get comfy again, but that's no, you don't seek that. You seek discomfort, because that's where you make the most progress. Yes, after you take a win, you get comfy for a second, but get out of that comfort zone straight away again, because that's where you make the most progress. I think that's where people goes wrong when we talk about this, is like, they think they seek that comfort, but you make the most progress in out of your comfort zone. Like, it's so true when you look at it that way. When you break it down, like for myself alone, like that's the way I made the most progress. Like, out of the comfort zone. Last couple of years, massive, because I'm so far out of my comfort zone. It's ridiculous.
I wanted to ask you, like you said, like the last couple of years, what made you make that decision, or take, like make that make that shift in your life?
I like that. That's like the gym. Like, I never had an issue with joining the gym. I joined it, got straight at it. But I like what you did there with that theory, because I was doing the business. So I started slow. I still had a full-time job. Started doing the even time, the weekends, create a website, see what, finding my way. Just put my toe in it. Just, in and out, but still in my comfort zone. And bit by bit, I was pushing myself out, because I wanted to get out of the job I was in. Because I always, I love doing stuff online, but I just didn't know what. Anyone can do it. That's like, I always highlight that anyone can do it. It just takes, first of all, getting out there, taking that first step in the right direction. Yes, people think, oh, you fail and you quit. That's what happens with a lot of people. But you have to learn, that's a learning curve. So when I got out doing it, I was so discomforted. I was going back and forward, and slowly as I did it, I started to go more and more. And then I went part-time at my job, and then I went full-time with this. So I took it a step at a time. I was so out there, like even some days now, I'm like going, whoa. Like, you take a step back and you look at how far you came from A to B. Like, you don't feel weeks and months gone by. It's like when they say about reading a book. If you read a certain amount of books per year, that adds up, or a certain amount of pages per day, that adds up. Like, I'm kind of going slightly off topic here, but it's the same theory about everything. It's just, when, like, say if you're actually, the reason I said the book thing, say if you didn't like reading books, you kind of have your comfort zone. You might want to watch Netflix. It's the same logic behind it. You're bettering yourself in the right direction. And this mistake when it comes to time side of things, people doesn't have time, because they haven't set boundaries for themselves. They keep going back into that comfort zone. The comfort zone is sitting down, having a drink, wine, or watching your favorite program on Netflix, like that's straight into your comfort zone. That's what you know. But when you think, oh, that laptop is in the other room, I need to really be doing something there on that laptop, I do tomorrow. It's sitting there. It's okay. It's tomorrow. And yes, I put a different accent on there, but like that's but that's what a lot of people think. Like, I do tomorrow, and then tomorrow comes. I do the next day, and then keeps getting pushed. And I think that's just with the time. It's like you have to dip your foot in slowly, get used to being uncomfortable, and then when you do a bit at a time, your schedule gets better. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I was actually thinking about the same thing that you just said now, getting used to feeling uncomfortable. And to me, that means that getting used to the struggle, but not the struggle when you feel like you don't have control on your life just because you're in a job that you don't like and your boss is telling you what to do and you don't and there's so much that you can do just inside of that role that you're playing, but getting used to the struggle when you're actually taking action on things that are going to lead you to where you want to be, because they're very different, might feel the same, but getting used to something, that struggle that is coming up out of the all the work that you're putting,
Mm.
it's totally different, right? If,
It's a
for
great
example,
feeling.
you and I, like we're doing organic outreach on Facebook and Instagram, right? At the beginning, it feels like people are rejecting me, and then but then because you're working every single day, try to find out what a lot of people say, cracking the code. It's not the cracking the code like you learn from somewhere else. Yeah, you can get tips from someone else, but you will only know what to do when you put skin in the game, because there can be blueprints out there can be guidance, but if you don't put your skin in the game and you get used to that struggle, you're not going to be able to push through.
It's like doing a rep in the gym. Do the few extra reps, and every day you build up the reps, then you put up the weight. It's the same thing when it comes into conversation, building your business. You put in the reps, you put in the hours, build up. It might seem like this podcast, Boss Now Milestone 200. We're very happy with it because we're doing this outside of our own business because we both enjoy it and we enjoy talking to each other. And this is building. So, like how we look at it, where we'll be in 1 year's time. Like we're putting the foundation in now. That's what we're doing. Literally putting the foundation as we speak. If we keep doing what we're doing, 2 every month and maybe up in time, all it's going to do is grow. Or
Yeah,
is everyone just decides to turn off?
absolutely. And it's about falling in love with the vision that you have, for yourself, right? Like, and one of the things that I like about David is that, and every single time that we talk about, oh, we're doing this together, like for example, the podcast right now, he's always thinking like, imagine in 1 year time, imagine in 2 years time. When a lot of people, they're thinking, oh, I have to do 5 days. Like this week, I have to do 5 workouts, or I have to post every day on social media to build my brand. So they're thinking more about how annoying it is in the present instead of just like acting in the now and having that vision. Oh, imagine what if I continue doing this right now, imagine where I'm gonna be in 1 year.
I like that. That's so true. Like you have to have your targets. So starting off, the targets might be small in a sense of, okay, I'm going to build my brand, I'm getting more audience, I'm going to do a bit of networking. Start small, because that everyone's at different levels. So whatever level you at, set certain targets. The more knowledge you build up, the more you expand. Like that's how you do it. Like literally, that's how you do it. There's no
Yeah.
hidden secrets that they might say the top 10 secrets, the top 5. No. The top secret is be consistent, get to know what your niche is, really learn it, read books, audio books, be obsessed over it. That's how you get there quicker. If you want to do a bit slower, fair enough, but don't complain if it's not going ahead quicker than you want to do. It's whatever your pace
Absolutely.
is. Like I've learned, the last year and a half, I'm doing a lot of stuff, and just I'm obsessed with it, and I've grown quick because of that. That's the reason behind it. There's no secret. It's literally I put in the goddamn work. Same with Otto. He's putting the hours in. He's growing the same. So like it's the same thing. So I always say to Otto, I was like, where will we be in this time next year? It's pretty cool. And we help each other out and we bounce with each other, which is a good thing to have in networking, to have someone there who might not know. I don't know someone. I ask him. No, Otto might know it, and he might save me a lot of headaches. He knows the favor returns. So building the business as well, it's great to network and get a nice community there of people who actually want to see you do well in life. Because there's a lot of people
Yeah.
out there who doesn't.
I love that you bring that up, because that's something that I would like to advise everybody. If you really want to achieve something, let's say, for example, build your business online, right? Or build a brand online, and you understand that you have to put content out there, that you have to build a community, do collaborations, start hanging out with people who are actually doing that. Not necessarily, it doesn't have to be in the space that you're in, but start hanging out and having conversation with those people who are playing that game. Because
Yes.
if you don't, then it'll be so hard for you to imagine yourself playing the game. Now, when you're actually sharing ideas with someone who's playing the game, then you get more motivated, and that's basically what has happened to David and I.
Great.
We started like sharing this idea. We come from two different worlds, as you can tell, and we haven't even met personally. But the thing is that we actually got out of our comfort zone and decided to go like, you know what? Let's just have a conversation about this. Yeah, I want to build the same thing. Let's just do. What if I can help you and you can help me and we can help each other?
Was
And
it
that's how
Instagram?
things start.
Was the conversation the Instagram we could talk? Yeah, it was. And then we had a call. Yeah.
Yeah.
Simple.
Yeah.
We hit it off. We both have the same humor, and that's why we hit it off. So you always plenty of people out there you want to network with. Like as Otto was saying, like just reach out to people.
One of the things that I can say, that obviously not everybody is going through the same thing, is that we are two guys who are from different countries, and they're living outside of their social circle. Like family is not around us. I mean, I have a family here in Australia, of course, that I met here in Australia.
Mm.
Got my daughters, my wife, but my friends from Venezuela, they're not around. I wouldn't say like I have many friends. I know that can be, for a lot of people, trying to probably push that away for a second and just focus on what they need to do to achieve their goals. It's hard because they are used to go to parties, having these social events, which is totally fine. It's just it's a matter of just organizing your life properly and prioritize what you really want. Do you want to do that all your life? Then totally fine. Do you want to change your life, change it for better? That's a different story then. So then you have to take a different path to get there.
No, I
And
agree
you
with
have
that.
to, and there has to be sacrifices as well, right?
You just touched on something I was going to say. You have to make sacrifices. Like you can't have everything. Like I enjoyed my 20s. Don't get me wrong, but by the end of 20s, I was like, okay, I need to do something here. Like I traveled loads over the world, enjoyed myself, and like I want to create something. I want to be my own boss. But what can I do? That started happening in the late 20s, and I do bit by bit. And now I'm 34, and like the last couple of years, I really excelled in that. So like, don't think you're too old, or you could be 50 years old and you want to get started. Get started. Like,
Absolutely.
there's nothing stopping you. Like get out.
Absolutely.
If you want to get out of that system, that the 9 to 5 thing, like this way it's bet into us, it's not. Or I travel the world when I retire. That's just the reason they put that day in your head. It's literally just keep you working. Have you ever noticed they keep pushing the retirement age? There's a reason behind that. So you need to enjoy yourself. Like take the risk. Like at the end of the day, you think, oh, I'm in a safe job. they could turn around in the morning, most jobs out there, and say, we jobs closing down, or we don't have money, or you're fired. Like, and there's nothing you can do about it. That safe job you thought, but then when it comes to entrepreneur, people's like, that's too risky. How is it so risky building something of your own? All I would say is have a bit of foundation built up for yourself to give you breathing room and go rock it. Like
Absolutely. I mean, that's risky in there. Just relying on someone to hire you, and you have no skills whatsoever to build yourself up on your own. That's mad. That's incredibly risky.
Yeah. Or even coming out, if you're in America, especially, have massive debt in college. Like what they like, you spend hundred. I'll give an American example. You give it $80,000 to $100,000 in debt coming out of college or a degree, you probably won't even use. Like degrees back in Ireland is just really to get your foot in the door, which is really sad when you think about it. You're spending years. My personal belief for college is you only need certain college for certain things, like being a doctor, being a nurse, engineer, certain things. But the majority is like get online entrepreneur, like a trade. It's more hands-on, so you need a certain structure there. But a lot of college, a lot of courses out there are a waste of time because what jobs you get out of it? Like people comes out and they're just like, oh, I spent 100,000, I make that back, and it takes them years and years to pay that debt back in a job they're meant to be making great money because they went to college. But then they spent, let's say, a course or a course or a coach, $5,000, $6,000. Oh, that's too much. But that could change your life in like real money, good money. But yet people are scared to do that challenge because, and we'll bring back to this, is comfort. Everyone else is doing it, college, that's comfort, and that's what everyone knows. We all been misled. Me and Otto's not perfect. We all went down to and pats ourselves, but we learned from it and we pulled ourselves out of it. We had our ups and downs, headaches along the way, a few hot whiskies or beer or whatever you want to say to keep our mind off it. But at the same time, if you want to get yourself out of it, you have to take that leap. So I would always say is if you want to take a leap, start saving up, start doing a small bit at a time, have a nice bit of savings, and then go part-time. And if you're really enjoying it, go full-time. And you have money backed up there just in case something happens.
Absolutely.
Family or anything, whatever your circumstance is. And that don't think you are safe in a job that could be taken away in the morning. But if you're your own boss, that's a different ball game. You're fighting for it.
And even if you have a business right now, you're just trying to make more, make more money, get more clients. It's the same thing. If you don't go all in, you won't be able to sustain growth. If you don't understand what it is to go all in, I repeat, you won't sustain growth.
I like that.
You won't. Like I had a brief conversation with the gym, and they said like, no, we don't need marketing. We don't do marketing. They said. I was like, you don't do marketing. How are you getting clients? Oh, we have great clients already, and they refer us. And in my head, obviously, because I didn't build rapport properly with this person just yet, I was like, oh, well, that's great that you have great clients, but that's not sustainable. What would happen when that clientele is not referring? It's the same game of relying on a job, on a corporation, paying you a wage and expecting that that's gonna be sustainable all their life. What if they struggle? They might fire you. What if you're not performing? They might fire you. Same thing can happen in your business. So just because things are, oh no, it's fine, it's a float. A float doesn't mean growth. A float doesn't mean you're gonna be, stable all your life. So to me, that was very interesting. And actually, it's very similar to what you're talking about.
I like that.
So yeah, so don't get too comfortable in when things are great. That's when you should push more.
Yes, 100% agree with this. Like it's
right.
literally, if you want to try, like you want to get that first 10K a month, or 20K month. And when you hit that and it comes the second month, the third month, you'd be better to be aiming for that 50K month. You better set yourself targets. And when you get that 50K month, you better set your targets at that 100K month. Like what's stopping you? If you love what you do, what's stopping you? Yes, when a lot of money comes in, you might get a bit extra comfortable, but like just think what if that was taken away. Keep rocking it, keep building it. Like Maggie, you could just start off with you in a room. Then you bring on a person. And then you bring on another employee. And then you're, oh my God, I have 5 under me as a team. Like you're thinking, oh my God, where does this come from? That can happen by just being consistent, putting the work in, and just being obsessed with something you really want. That's why I say, oh, when I say obsessed, I mean it. Like pick something you love doing and just get obsessed with it. Because it doesn't feel like work. It literally doesn't. Like
Yeah, and get excited. Like again, I go back to the same thing that you always say, David, is that imagine what things are gonna look like if you just continue doing this that you're doing.
I love
Just
that. So true.
that mindset is it's great.
Like I look forward to see what this is going to be like in 1 year's time. I look forward to you, me meeting and doing a podcast together. Like I
Yeah.
really look forward to that. And then we're going to interview people, like being a proper. You can rent out podcast studios for the time being, and we can just go into them and do podcasts. Like, I look forward to that. Imagine that's building, growing. Like you could tell by the way we go on talking here, we love what we do. That's why we have to be careful we don't go off on rants because we just either of us hold each
Yeah.
other in.
Absolutely.
Well, that's because we love it. We're obsessed with it, and we come from slightly different backgrounds in what way we do things. But it's perfect because we both give different opinions on each other's work, and we're honest, and that's what you need. You don't want someone there who's saying, "My God, that's really cool," and they're thinking, "That's not good."
Yeah.
So, like, get yourself out there, build the network, get a community if you can. Because it can feel lonely. Even if you're married, you're a partner, everything, it still can be lonely. So as you go, network and find nice people who's doing well or at the same level as you. Try to find more people out there who's a bit ahead of you because that will help you get there quicker. But if not, someone at the same level who's the same drive as you will work as well. And just keep doing it, keep learning, tweak as you go. As I always say, just tweak a small bit at a time and set that goal 6 months, year. Where will we be in 2 years' time? It is
I agree.
important.
And every day, take every single day. You know, like when obviously in the fitness industry, and because it's very familiar to me and to you as well. If you want to grow, you have to the last 1 to 3 sets, they have to be hard. Every single day, take it like that. Do what you need to do, but just push a little bit harder every single day. And that pushing a little bit harder is gonna the compound effect of that small percentage of pushing 1 or 3 more, that one extra percentage in 1 year time is what David is talking about just there. Like
Yeah.
imagine that compound effect, what's gonna create at the end.
Such a difference. Even if you're, I give a worse example, like scenario, like you're married, you have kids, and you're very happy, but you just don't have time. Try get up half an hour earlier, 1 hour earlier. Go for that walk. Imagine doing a half an hour every morning. Where will we be in 4 weeks' time, 6 weeks' time?
Yeah, that's another thing that I wanted to actually, that now that you're bringing it up, right? I wanted to add, create a habit in the morning that will set you up for the rest of the day. That will set you up, will set your mindset to think, all right, so I'm waking up today accomplishing things. And that could be something as simple as setting your alarm at 5 o'clock in the morning or 5:30 in the morning. And as soon as that alarm goes up, boom,
No, I like that.
turn it
That's
off
so true.
and,
Like,
and get up.
I think you do mindfulness. I do mindfulness or meditation, not mindfulness. Meditation, I do that as well. But my mornings is I hit the gym. Like maybe 2, 3 times a week. I do mornings. That's 6 a.m. in the gym. I'll be up at 5 a.m. If I can't
And
make
that,
calls,
yeah,
like
change that really changes your life.
it's like that clears my mind. feel great, look good, feel great, do great. Like, so be that. Don't, even if you don't like the gym, get walking. A 30 minutes
Yeah.
walk. Just think about that. 30 minutes every day, and you're watching what you eat. Where are you be in 4 to 6 weeks? Always think where you're going to be in 4 to 6 weeks, and enjoy every day.
Yeah.
Like, look, this man. He's relaxed. I don't think I ever seen a man because he's
You
relaxed.
never see what?
I never seen. I think I never seen you got angry. I think it must be from all the meditation.
No, it's my. I don't know. It's part of my nature. I think I have always
It's
been
nice.
like that.
I think it floats every morning. To be honest, he's there.
I'm floating right now.
But like, let's see. We have a bit of banter as well near the end. Is there
All
anything
right,
else you want to
man.
cover on this? I think that we
No,
covered a lot.
that's it, man. Like, I mean, in summary, it's that just create a habit, commit to the stuff that are gonna lead you to where you want to be. Always having that vision of the future that you want to be part of in front of you, but acting in the now. Don't worry about what happened in the past. Just act right now.
And don't worry about what other people will think. Do what makes you happy.
Yeah, and network, man, and you know,
Never.
start hanging out with people who are actually playing the game as well, because that's only gonna make you play better. It's that I don't know where. I think it was. I was reading today, listening to Grant Cardone, 10x, and there's something. Obviously, I'm paraphrasing here, but I think he said something about, well, if you're a white belt in martial arts, you won't like to hang out with white belt people for you to get to black belt, right?
Yeah, I like that.
You don't. So you have to learn from people who are already playing the game.
Yeah, it's put this way. Like, I close to a fella, getting friends with him. He's in Reeslip flipping houses. He's making 100K per month. That's one example of being around someone who's put in the goddamn work, put in the experience, got to know him. Very nice fella. And I learned from some things he come out. We do calls with each other. He tells me things. Looking back and forward, that makes a massive difference. So you will
Yeah.
find people. Don't worry about that. Look, our goal now, me and Otto, we're going to hit 1,000 downloads soon. I'm looking forward to that. I look forward to 500. I'm not going to overlook 500. Don't get me. I just want to hit the 1,000, but 500 would be a nice milestone too. So thanks for listening. Be great to have you here. The more this grows, the more fun we have, the more episodes we do. So keep on listening. And Otto, do you want to say anything before we go?
No, that's it. Thank you guys for being here. And just make sure, again, download, follow us on Instagram. Well, we're on Facebook too,
Yes.
YouTube,
We're everywhere. Facebook,
wherever.
boom, best spot to get me on Instagram. Instagram, best spot to get him, Otto. So are you on TikTok as well? I think you're on TikTok. Yeah, he's on TikTok too.
I'm trying
We're
to
everywhere.
be consistent, but yeah.
We're taking over
Instagram
the
is my main platform at the moment.
We're taking over the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Joe Rogan, watch out, as you said. Right. Chat to you all soon, guys, and enjoy your
Yeah,
day.
man.